Hey everyone, heading out for another bike ride, but I wanted to do a review. It's a long-term review that I've had for about 3 years now. I'm talking about the Garmin Varia here. It is a sensor that goes on the back of your bike and gives you really good road awareness. So if you're riding with a Peloton or riding by yourself, it's a must-have accessory for safety and road awareness, as I said. So I just love it, and if you don't have it, get it. All right, let's go to product and specs here. So now I'm showing you the website of where they're at. So the first one, this is what I'd recommend, the RTL 515, $199. You can get it on sale for $149 every now and then. This next one is the Peloton one, which is $149.99. This doesn't have the light. Personally, I'm not sure why you would have this one. And then this is the one that do not buy, the $349 that has the camera. It's pretty much worthless. The RTL 515 is a really great one. This is the one that I've had. You can hook it up to your cell phone as well. There's a Varia app on your cell phone if you do not have a head unit, which is what my parents do, and they really like it because they're not going to buy a bike computer. They just do not ride as much as I do. Battery life is up to 16 hours and 6 hours in the solid mode. So this can vary, but to me, I've never ran out of battery. It is very bright during the day. The people can actually see it, and I've never had a problem, but I do charge my stuff quite regularly. Clicked on the specs page, you can see here the lumens 28, 29 for night flash, 65. It is quite bright. Compatible devices, you name it, it's pretty much compatible with it. They do not have the Wahoo devices on here, but Wahoo, if you have a Bolt or similar, it does work. And I did mention it does work on any cell phone with the Varia app that's in there, which is awesome because a lot of people just don't cycle that much and they don't want a head unit. Accessories, do not get any of these things because you pretty much have them. And in the box, it comes with the mounting kit, the Varia, the cables, and the documentation. All right, so the next section is just going to be customizing and pairing because I know this is a section that a lot of people are wondering about. So here's all the taillight modes, solid, standby, daily flash, and you can see what it does here. I'm not going to necessarily read this verbatim. I will put this in the description so you can look at it yourself. A couple of the sections that are kind of interesting is, turn off the taillight, just hold the button. You don't really need to do that because it goes in power saving mode and it really has a great battery when it looks at that. So now in this next section, I'm going to talk about pairing the device. So this is with your Edge or your any compatible device like a watch, etc. Sensors, add sensor, search all. The LED is going to flash purple and then the tail light is going to turn on. The device is in the pairing mode for 5 minutes. There's also some other customization you could do for tone alerts for approaching the devices. This is just a high level say that, hey, you can do that. This is what happens when a car comes. This is what happens when a car goes by, kind of like I will do in my demonstration in the later video. This is if you want to customize your settings. So sensors, lights, enable the light network. And then you're talking about if you want to test the lights, etc. So this is the one area too that a lot of people don't really know about. That's just here. That's really kind of a trick for the light network settings. So light mode is sets the light intensity, the software update, and then enable or disable the light on your Edge, which you can do that. You can enable or disable it and it will still work. It just won't flash. This is the one area here which is kind of the trick. So light mode settings, I have mine as auto because it automatically adjusts to the light and does it for me, and it manages it relatively well. A lot of people have it on individual, so you could customize what you want. Do you want to blink it the entire time or whatever? And then when I talked about customization, this is the area that you can go into and customize the alert settings. And you could change the sensor details in the alert settings in the Edge or similar on a Garmin watch, etc. Lastly, in this particular customization setting, this is where you can do it in the Garmin Varia app, which is in your Android or iOS device. I have it, my parents have it on the iOS device, so this is how you would actually just go in and pair it. Go into the app, download the app from the App Store, select pair now after it's on, and select that's mine. It is very an ingenious idea that they have it on the phone just because it opens up the platform for a lot of people. This is what it looks like on the phone on your screen when you're writing. it will have the color on top, and then it'll actually have the cars coming at you from behind, so you can kind of see, just like I will show in my demonstration on the edge where it's some dots instead of the cars. If you would like to customize the app settings, you could just go to the three little dots and go to settings and select the option that you want to customize. So that's pretty much it. I will do the link in the bottom here of the description where you could find this article and find this document, because there's a lot of good stuff in here. All right, so I'm at a little bit of stopping point. I'm kind of mid-ride, taking a little breather, getting some water. It's hot out here. But I want to talk about the debate between, oh, I could just have a mirror, which is like $5, versus this, which is like $100. Yeah, that's cool. You could do that if you like. There's just a couple advantages to having this over a mirror. So I had a mirror 5, 6, 7 years ago. I used to ride with it. Personally, I don't like the look, but that's just me being me. On the Varia, there's some advantages. So one of them is there is a light on it. So in the back, while the drivers might not be paying attention or anything like that, there is a light that is, depending on the level you have it set at, usually is solid, but then when a car starts coming, it starts blinking. Somebody could be looking at their phone or whatever, and that's not going to be that useful, but at least it's there. There's no light with the mirror. The other thing too is when a car comes or anything comes behind you that's faster, the head unit that you have, the Wahoo or the Garmin or whatever, will beep. It's loud enough that I could hear it when I'm riding, so then if I'm not paying attention for some reason, I could look down, see that a car is coming. And the other thing too is there's some people that don't have like great depth perception when you're looking through the mirror. When you have the Varia and you look down at your head unit, there's these dots that come up the side of the screen and show you where they are in relation to you. So when I'm riding, I'm like on a back road or whatever, I'm looking down, so a car doesn't necessarily think that I know that they're there. I will actually take my arm and wave them around, and then before they get closer to me, I will look back like this, which you would kind of look in the mirror as well, but it just lets the person know that you see them, which is awesome, because I'm always give the car to the right of way. I'm never going to win that battle. And lastly, when a car does come up, there are two sides of the head unit that will blink a different color depending on how fast the car is going. And then when all cars have cleared behind you, it will flash double green to know that it's all clear. This is a kind of a hard thing to get used to, because you're thinking, oh, there can't be any cars. But you look down, it flashes, you look behind you, and it's right. 99.9% of the time, I don't have any false negatives. And the other thing too is, lastly, if a car is just following your same speed, you could look down and you could see the dot. It's pretty much just following you. So then you could turn around and wave the car behind. So nothing against mirrors. They're just not for me. This is a superior product. If mine broke mid-ride, I would be ordering one today and getting the new one. All right, so this is going to be part of the video where I do a demonstration of how it works. I'll link a little article in there, just kind of how it works, the feeds, those type of things, and the specs. It'll be in the description, but I'm just going to show you, like, on the head unit, hear the beep, and then also kind of the cars coming. So it'll be a little bit of flip back and forth, but you'll understand what I'm talking about. So I'm going to just show you kind of how this works. So as you can see, there's nothing on the screen right now, but as a car comes and approaches, it's right here. This is where it's at. It will flash green after the car passes to show all clear, but there happens to be another car coming up. So it comes up here, that's in relationship view. Car has passed, then flash green because there's another car. Now all clear. Okay, I just got done my ride. It's hot, 103 on the head unit. That's of course in the direct sun. In conclusion, buy this if you don't have it. If you ride outside, you ride at the Peloton, as I said in my intro. I've recommended it to many people. I don't get anything for it, and they love it. Awareness on the road helps with the overall enjoyment of your ride. You can't stop what people are doing as far as are they paying attention or not, but at least you can see where they are in relation to you. It gives you better awareness when the car is coming up, because if you're going around a corner, it could actually kind of surprise you. But 10 out of a 10 product, if not higher for me. Garmin did release another one with the camera. Do not get that one. I wish they would actually have done that one the right way. But this is the best product that I've ever had for cycling. Of course, besides the helmet, because the helmet is the most important thing you could have. And just common sense as well. Anyways, thanks for joining me today. I appreciate it. I'm gonna have some more videos on cycling. I wear a lot of Rafa stuff, so I'm going to be reviewing some of that stuff because I'm not an ambassador, but I've had the brand for a while. I love it. This is one of my favorite products here, which is the undershirt for hot weather or even cold. You can get different styles, but thanks for joining me today. You all have a great weekend. Bye now.